right, here we go. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Let's just dive right into it. This Jeff Saturday hire, let's just talk a little bit about it when it comes to the reaction. And I understand the reaction wholeheartedly because he has had literally one season of high school football coaching on his resume, yet he gets hired as the interim head coach for the Indianapolis Colts. All right, and this is what I heard the majority of black media say, like, the Keyshawn Johnson, Stephen A., Shannon Sharps, those kinds of folks, former players in this league, have said this very thing. Well, why is that not happening for black people? I remember Keyshawn's words specifically where I love to see players get opportunities. I love to see great guys like Jeff Saturday, even Marcus Spears alluded to it a little bit, Dominique Foxworth as well. Said I love to see Jeff Saturday get this opportunity, but the question has to be asked, or the point has to be raised. Why do qualified black coaches not get opportunities like this? We never see it happen with black, this, that, and the third. And again, I'm a black man. I've been looked over for positions. I felt like I was looked over for certain positions because I'm a black man and all that kind of stuff. And here's what I learned, and here's what I accepted. Forget about black, forget about white, forget about Spanish, forget about Latina or blue, green, Greek, Mexican, whatever the ethnicity is. Throw all that in the trash and put the word loyalty in your system. Forget about the ethnicity and put the word loyalty, all right? Loyalty, I get the media will have us as black folks playing the race card over and over and over and over and again. And it's not that it's not worth it, but it just doesn't get us anywhere. Continuing to play the race card when it comes to these head coaching positions, whether it's in the NFL, we'll just talk about the NFL for now. When it comes to the NFL, it's not about your skin color. It's about who and what, and are you loyal to your organization. This is true across all boards, and I lived through it myself. Let me give you an example. When I graduated from Stony Brook, right, I was in my spring semester, and I volunteered my goal at that point was to become a college coach and then work my way up to becoming an NFL coach, right? So I volunteered in the offices. I would film spring practices. I would help out in, charting plays and cutting up film and doing all those kinds of things that you would think, at least the way I was thinking at the time, that I was going to get offered to be a graduate assistant, a GA. I would be able to work and get my master's and work as a graduate assistant on the field. And you know who got that graduate position that I thought I was going to get? His name was Aaron West. And you know what Aaron West was a year before? Aaron West was a team captain for the actual football team as a player. Aswand was a scout team player. The person who was a graduate assistant while I was playing, his name is Tyler Santucci, and he's currently the linebackers coach at Texas A&M. He was a team captain for Stony Brook University. The first year I got there was a guy named, before I started, and that's what I'm saying, initially I started thinking, okay, maybe it is racism, but then I thought back and I'm like, wait a minute. When I first got to Stony Brook, there was a graduate assistant by the name of Richie Richards, who was a black man. So, okay, the race card has to be pulled out. And the truth is, all three of those names that I mentioned were loyal, a whole lot more loyal to Stony Brook football than Aswand Cruickshank. Aswand Cruickshank would be the first one to tell you that. All right, I played for, I remember actually I had this conversation with Coach Woods, who was, at the time, he was the tight ends coach there, and I believe he's at a high school now in Long Island. And I remember him telling me, he goes, look, man, you got the connections. Your high school's 5th ranked team in the nation. You went and played for this nationally known youth organization. You played for a Division II program with a guy named Ken Sparks, who knows all these. I mean, you go out there, use your connections. You don't have to stay confined to Stony Brook football. And what I took from that conversation was like, you know what, you're right. I can get out of here. I can go start my own business. I can go be the person now that is in a position or creates a company that hires these coaches or filters or teaches these coaches how to do something bigger than just X's and O's and things like that. So if I had played the race card, I'd be just bitter and just always making the excuse, every time something good happens for a guy like Jeff Saturday, all of a sudden the world is getting on him, not necessarily getting on him, but indirectly getting on him because they're upset that a black man didn't get that opportunity. That is the way the game works. That is how they keep us separated. Don't let that happen to you. All right, remember what I told you. The word is loyalty. It's loyalty. Forget about the ethnicity, and I get it. I'm with you. I'm a black man with a name like Aswand Cruickshank. Trust me, I get it. I'm with you. But the minute you start playing that race card, it starts weakening you and your craft. You're not focusing enough on your craft, and you start focusing on the wrong things. All right. If you are listening to this on the Move Swiftly podcast, make sure you hit the follow button. Also, if you have not yet heard about the Move Swiftly podcast, make sure you go find it, subscribe to it. It comes out 5 days a week. Also, makeyamove.com. That's MAKEYAMOVE.com. Purchase all the books. I have a ton of books that are about this kind of stuff and making it so we understand that loyalty is at the core of everything that moves in this world. And the Plus LY merch, I'm actually wearing one right now. Make sure you cop a couple of those t-shirts. And the ROI hiring seminars, which go down at the end of every single month, and the Move Swiftly workshops. Be sure you inquire about those as well. The bundles, the athlete bundle, Plus LY athlete bundles, and the Plus LY business bundles should be ready as definitely by the time this actual video comes out on the Move Swiftly podcast, they'll be ready. All right. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.